Welcome back to Beauty and the Broken. My name is Heather, and the purpose of this channel is to seek and create beauty wherever we can, and sometimes out of a big mess. And as I mentioned in a previous video, I had another idea on what to do with those Cinderella shoes, these empty acrylic shoes. Like you could just put like some M&Ms or other small candies or something inside as a little treat, like for a birthday or a wedding favor. But I, in the last video that I did, let me grab it over here. I did these with purple resin, and they were to symbolize stomping out domestic violence. And I am going to do these in pink as well for stomping out breast cancer. And then I said in that video that I had another idea that I was going to do that involved glitter instead of resin. So this project, I did do a prototype, and so it does take multiple steps, but each step is very quick. So I'm going to demonstrate each step for you and put them all together because you do have to wait for it to dry in between. So today I am using, like I said, this acrylic shoe, and I'm going to use this Hemway chunky, super chunky glitter, and it is a fluorescent pink glitter. I'm not sure why it says Christmas, but it is a very bright, sparkly glitter. Now this is more translucent. So the glitter that I used on my prototype was more solid. So this is going to be a test too of the translucent color to see how deep of a color we're going to get with it. Maybe have to do 2 layers, maybe, I don't know. But I'm going to start with one. And if I need to do the second one in between before the beauty reveal, I will let you know. And I'm going to be applying it with the Ranger Glossy Accents. And with that, let's just get started. Like I said, each of these steps is going to be relatively quick. So there will be several parts to this video, but each one should be quick. So we're going to start with keeping this upright, which means I can do the heel and then I can do this flat space here. Because the reason that it's multiple steps is because you have to allow the glue to dry in between and not drip down. So what I learned in the prototype is I had originally filled the heel all the way to the top and then tried to add the glitter, and that didn't work as neatly as I wanted. So I filled it halfway this time. Let's take this lid off and use my spoon. And I'm just going to spoon this in. Oh, see, we already have a glitter accident. Oh well. I have found that this is relatively easy to clean up. So now that I put a little bit of glitter in there, let's see. So you can see it just sits on the top. So I'm going to take my skewer and just poke it down in there. Make sure it all gets saturated with the glue. All right, so you can see that in there, but we do need more glitter. Otherwise, it's just going to dry with, you know, the clear spaces in between, which is not what we want. I apologize for my neighbor's garage door. I'm actually filming this on a Saturday, and so there's a lot of activity going on in the neighborhood today. And since I'm not working with resin right now, I don't have everything out in the open. All right, right now it's doing more sticking to my stick. So it is time to add more glossy accents. And I'm gonna just lean down here and fill that to the top. Maybe. There it is. Let's see. That is right at the top, so I'm going to put this lid back on. And then again, try and see, now I can get this off the stick. And I just realized I'm out of frame because I took a step backwards. Apologize for that. I'm just putting that in there. And looking at the side there, you can see right in here that it's still mostly glue. So put a little bit more at the top there. Put that down. And I'm going to try and just kind of poke it down, get it completely saturated. All right, let's look at the top, the side. Let's turn it around to the other side. It does look pretty saturated in there. Oh, I see a bubble. There's another one down there. Okay. I am going to put just a little more glitter in there. And again, poke it down to saturate it. Now, while it is in this upright position, I can do this little landing part here and this part down here. So I'm going to get started with that. Pop those bubbles. Maybe if they want to pop. There we go. And just make sure you get the glue all the way to the edge. And while I'm here, I might as well just do that. So I squirted that in. I'm not squirting anymore. I'm just, you know what, actually I'm going to use the skewer instead. So put the lid on that. And then I can use the skewer to spread this out along the flat surface so it's completely covered. You don't need a whole lot, just as long as it's covered, the glitter will stick. Okay, put that there. Now it's time to add more glitter. Okay, glitter at the top. And it is okay if you add too much glitter because, you know, like in the geode painting that I did, you know, whatever doesn't stick can just be put back into the container, or, you know, when we go to do the sides, it can be moved to the side. So just kind of moving that around there to make sure the entire surface is covered. And there you have it. That is the end of the first step. So now I just need to wait. Wait until it dries. For you, that won't be too long because I'll just pause the video and do the next one when this is dry. So just put the lid on that so we don't have any glitter accidents like we had here. And with that, I'm going to put you on pause and I'll be back in a minute. Hey everyone, back for the next super quick step, and that is just to do this section right here, because this one, actually maybe, no, I'm just going to do this section because it has to be at an angle. So I'm going to start, let's see, I'm going to start by putting the glossy accents right here at the top of that ledge that you saw earlier, or that we did there. And well, that's what glue does, Heather. It sticks to things. That's its whole job, right? All right, and just make sure that it has completely covered this area. And again, it does not matter if we have loose or stray glitter pieces, they will eventually cover the entire surface. So that's all I'm gonna do for right now. Let's wipe off the glue. Gosh, now we've got trucks going, we've got laundry going. All right, so, and I did have some extra in there, so right now I'm just gonna tap that in. Okay, it's not enough. So I do have this open here, side. Man, there's a lot of activity going on today. I guess that's what happens on the weekends, right? I know, I'm putting too much in, but again, those can be anything that doesn't stick. So now, let me put this up here. Let's do that. So I do apologize for the outside noise. It seems that every time you come out to do something, there's interference. So I need to keep this upright. So I have some painting. All right, I'm not gonna worry about that. Let's see, is this high enough? That is not high enough. Okay, let's try this one. There. And if I move this here, and I'll just put this here for a little extra support. So that is it for now. I will be back for the next step in a moment. Bye. Hi everyone, now we're back for the next step. I'm going to remove all of this, and as you can see, we have a very sparkly inner part of the shoe. Okay, now trying to think, because I have 4 more things to do. I have the back here, and I have the side, these 2 sides, so that's 3, and then the inner toe. And I need to have it obviously propped for each one. A little. So I think this time I'm going to do this back side here. Put that down. It does sparkle though. Okay, that has, let's see. Let's just get the dried. There we go. All right. So some of this is still loose, but so I'm just going to let gravity help me out here. Put a little bit at the top. Okay, and as it drips down, just take this and move it over to the side. And then move it over to this side so that entire back is covered. All right, wipe that off a little bit, put that on. Oh, you know what? I have some loose, let's use that first. So just tapping the loose glitter that's already there, moving it around, and there may be enough, but just going to add that, tap it. Okay, so that is now coated. Move that out of the way, and we need this. Oh, that's another good thing. So if you have any that are sticking out, you don't want any pieces that are sticking out over the edges, so before they stick down completely, just run your fingers over. All right, so now I can take my paint cups again, put one on. That's not heavy enough, so let's see if I can use this again. Nope, that's not going to work either. How about a heavier bottle of paint? There, I think that'll work. And I will be back for one of the sides. Bye. All right, I'm back for the next step. Move all these things aside. Okay, so if we dump all that down, so you see that is all covered now. All right, so the next step is going to be to do one of the sides. Okay, don't want the extra glitter just yet. Again, I'm going to start at the top and let gravity do its work, because I'm holding it at a slight angle. There. Now stop squeezing and just push it in to the spaces. Well, looks like there's some empty space down there. Make sure it's all the way at the edge. Oh, see, that loose stuff is giving me a little bit of trouble. There we go. Let's just put a little extra glue in there. It'll stick. And since it's going to be on its side, let's get this part too. Okay. All right, that looks like plenty of glue. Let's put that on there. Bring our glitter over and just start dumping some flakes in there. And again, I know I'm putting in too much, but I want to make sure that there's plenty to cover all of the surface. And then I can dump extra back in. And remember, like I said in the last segment, there's some that are sticking up. You don't want those sticking up at the end. Sorry about the car. So I'm just rubbing my finger gently along there so that they're all kind of pushed down in the inside of the shoe. Now I do see a spot on the side here with no glue and no glitter, and that's no good. No glue, no glitter, no good. Okay. All right, that is more than enough. Get those edges down. All right, that's it. Come back and do the other side later. Bye. Okay, back for the next segment. Lost a few glitter flakes, but that works. In fact, I am just going to dump some of these because I do have a lot of excess. So 2 more painting segments, and not painting, gluing, and then the beauty reveal. Oh, I have one on the top there. You see, some of these are, like I said, these are translucent. So, all right. So those were sticking up a little bit. I want to push those down because at the end of this, oh, you know what? I forgot a step because yeah, I forgot a step. I guess you'll see that when I do it. But this is looking pretty good. Does look, back here looks like maybe we need, it's funny because it looks like it's covered, but back there, you know, maybe it's not. All right, let's just move on. Okay. Make sure that I'm in frame because I keep doing that to y'all, messing it up. All right, let's let gravity do some work there. A little bit more glue. Oh, now I have a whole bunch on the tip. That's okay. All right. Get that glue all the way down. Make sure it's all the way in. Even if it overlaps, that actually is very helpful if it overlaps. Because as you may have realized, this is not a fine glitter, so it's going to be, well, it's called chunky glitter for a reason. It is chunky. And so that means it's more dimensional, which means that it's not necessarily smooth. Not all of the pieces are going to be laying flat. And that's where that last step that I forgot about comes into play. Because after we get everything covered, then I'm going to take another pass of the glossy accents. Let's move that down, make sure it's all covered. I'm going to do another pass. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Good thing we were right over the container and this stuff sticks to you. All right, so I'm going to, again, run my finger along this. Make sure that they go flat on the edge there. But again, like I said, so they're not all laying flat, which means, they're going to stick up. They have a chance of falling off, all that sort of thing. So we're going to take the glossy accent, once everything is done, take the glossy accents and go all over the entire piece so that it has a smooth surface. And so right now, we're going to let this dry and do the tip of the toe there. It's not, we got most of it, but in fact, I'm not going to come back on and video that since it's just that teeny tiny space. So once it's all completely dry, and I mean completely dry, because as you can see here, this is not fully dry because you can still see the cloudiness of the glue in there. So once it's completely dry everywhere and there's no cloudiness, then I'm going to come back and do another layer of the glossy accents. And I'm going to put this over here because after I hit stop, I'm going to pick up all of this glitter. Doesn't that sound like fun? Who wants to come join me? Okay. All right. Oh, I also have to pause here a moment. My son keeps telling me that I'm not a very good YouTuber. He is a YouTuber, but and he does much better than I do. But what he's telling me is that I forget to tell y'all to like and share and subscribe and comment and all of those YouTube-y kind of things that help the channel to grow. So let's make my son happy and me happy. And if you guys could do all those YouTube-y things for me, I would really appreciate it. Let's see this channel grow and yeah, have some fun. All right, I'll see you for the next segment. Bye. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the final step of this process. I know it's been a lot of different steps, but it's really loud. It really is a short process. It's just, multiple steps. But anyway, so this is the final step. And let me see if I can show you the reason. Let's see. You know what? I also want to Yeah, I want to dump that out. And don't worry, that actually, I can pick that up relatively quickly and easily. So anyway, so here is the shoe itself. You can see that it's all dry there. It might still be a little non-dry, wet in here because it does still have that little cloudy appearance. But I want to see if I can illustrate, if I bring it close enough. Can you see how that is, like, it's dimensional? That's the word I was looking for. It's dimensional. So if I put anything in there, I'm liable to, you know, knock some of the pieces off. You can see even there and some pieces there. So the final step with this is to coat the entire thing with the glossy accents. So again, I'm not going to make you watch the whole thing, but I'm just going to, you know, start here, just like I did before. And I'm probably going to have in here a little bit more than maybe I used to adhere the glue. And the reason for that is I would like a level surface, meaning as level as I can possibly get. You know, they are dimensional. So I don't think I put enough in the front of the shoe here. So I'm going to add a little bit more. It's not going to, you know, unless I put, you know, a huge amount, it's not going to be totally flat. But this will give it a much smoother appearance. It will protect the glitter pieces from falling off. And, you know, kind of like when you put varnish on a painting to protect that. And like the other things that I put varnish on, you just want to keep it, you want to keep it as smooth as possible. So there you go. I will be back when it's all completely done, completely varnished in glossy accents. So that will be the beauty reveal. And that time I will also bring out the prototype that I did, which is one in purple. So we'll have a pink one and a purple one. Be right back. Hi everyone, welcome back to the beauty reveal. And I'm going to apologize in advance because I had time to come out and film this, and there's lawnmowers and weed whackers going on outside. So please bear with me on the potential noise. But I did want to get out here and show you this because I think it sparkles. It sparkles. It shines. It is gorgeous. And it certainly just represents stomping out breast cancer, right? Look at that. Gorgeous. And then, like I said, the second coat of the glossy accents helps to make this a lot more smooth, so that there's a couple in here that are just sticking up. They dried sticking up. But like this is so smooth. So nothing on the edges, because we made sure as you know, each step was progressing, made sure that there wasn't anything. But that looks gorgeous. And I promised I would show you the very first one that I did. But before that, I want to show you, since you've already seen this video, the video where I did the resin. Oh, here they come again. This one did not work out very well. There was spillage and there was just extra resin. It was a mess, and I probably should have not moved it, just left it alone and then fixed it after that. But I didn't. But that gave me some things to try. Since there's not much I can do with this, I took a silver acrylic paint pen and tried to do this, and it just doesn't look professional. It doesn't look really nice. I did try to edge it as well, and it just doesn't. To me, it just doesn't. Then I tried the purple. Excuse me. The purple, I think, looks better. Now, it's uneven here because that's where some extra resin had accumulated. And I could try to sand it, but then it would impact the shoe itself. So I figured it was just good for a test piece. And I kind of like that. It's more of a matte. Kind of like that. So, you know, maybe I'll take it across the whole tip of the shoe, the front of the shoe, and to see. But the silver just doesn't look good, doesn't look solid. But that looks better. So you let me know what you think. Do you like the silver if I could make it solid? Do you like the matte finish on the purple? Do you like the paint at all? You know, should I do purple all the way across the toe of the shoe? Please let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. All right, that prototype. Here it is. That is the purple one. It's a lighter purple. I do have a darker purple. I have a few shades of purple. And, oh, I think they're right outside my door now. But this also, I did a second layer of that glossy accent, so it is smooth. So we have a bright, bright pink and a light purple. And I think I have several more of these shoes, so I'm going to do a few more shades of each of these, and I will put them in my Ko-fi store. And then the other two of these that came out well, I will get those in my Ko-fi store as well. And please let me know what you think about adding the silver, adding the purple, doing the toe of the shoe. Let me know in the comments what you think on those, and then what you think on these. And yeah, and then do all the YouTubey things, y'all. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and just let me know. And then visit my Ko-fi store, please. It is, what is it? It's ko-fi.com, kofi.com/warrior words. And right now, what do I have in there? I have some bookmarks, I have some keychains, key rings, whatever the correct term is. I have some of those trinket trays, those trinket dishes, and the scallop shells that I did with the cute little critters in them. I think I've done frogs and ducks, and I'm making a bunch more of those. So please hop on over to kofi.com/warriorwords and visit my shop there. And yeah, I will remind you, as I do at the end of every video, to please go out and seek beauty, because it's always there if you just look for it. Bye.